So hi everyone, very good evening all of you. Welcome to live session only on the YouTube channel Unacademy Computer Science. I'm Shambhavi Gupta and let me know everyone, how are you guys doing? So how are you all? How are the things going at your end everyone? Just let me quickly open in your chats. Perfect. So yeah everyone, let me know how are you doing guys? How is everything going at your end? And how are studies going on? Obviously very important thing. Let me refresh this. So whosoever has joined us, guys, just let me drop me a hi or yes or anything in the chat box so that I get to know you are over here and we will be starting it for today then. Until the time, just let me connect this pen tablet. Great. So let's start in the session for today, everyone. Let's go with that. So for today, we are having right now the save up to 50% on your CSE and IIT subscriptions with up to 4 months of free extension. This course, this particular offer is again live for everyone. So what can be better? Okay, you can save up to 50% off for your CSE and IIT subscriptions for your courses, right? So for that, you just have to join the Bhramhastra Plus and the mission batches for the GATE and PSUs 2024 and 25, which is going to start on the 30th of November. So still you are having somewhat 9 to 10 days for enrolling and starting this out over the same. Right? So you can just use up the code which is UNLOCK20. I'll again repeat, use up the code which is UNLOCK, UNLOCK20. And here, if you're using this particular code, you will be getting the maximum discount. Okay, this is again a limited time period offer. So I request everyone whosoever wants to enroll into CSE and IIT subscriptions for the courses, go ahead very soon and just join up these courses with the maximum discount with which you can. So okay, very good evening Adarsh, very good evening. So here you're having the plus and iconic two kinds of the batches. The duration for those are similar, which is 6 plus 1 free months, 12 plus 2 free months, 15 plus 3 free months, 24 plus 4 free months. And the price drop as well, you are getting, you can save up to 34%, 43%, 48%, 47% on the different durations, right? So this is what you have in over here. If you just want to get in any information about the same, you can reach out to the contact number 8585858585, and that you will be getting all the details about the same. See, again, you can save up to 50% off onto your CSE and IIT subscriptions with up to 4 months of free extensions. So, talking about the benefits, you get the plus benefits for the plus and iconic, both kind of batches. You get in the high quality printed notes, for not for the plus, but for the iconic batches over the same. Okay, you get the one-on-one live mentorship, not for the plus, but for the iconic also. Okay, and one second, and you get a customized doubt solving also, not for the plus but for the iconic. Okay, so these are all the things which you are getting up over here. You are having up a limited time of period offer. Okay, again I'll say the code which you will be using is UNLOCK20, UNLOCK20, and you can very sure go ahead and go and apply for this respective courses. So the Bhramhastra Plus batch is starting on GATE for the GATE 2024 CSE and IIT. It's starting on 30th November. The language is going to be Hindi plus English. It's going to be the CS, and the batch number is going to be D. So here mentioned on the screen, these all will be your mentors for this Bhramhastra Plus batch for your GATE 2024 CSE and IIT. Okay. So the complete timetable kind of a thing is as well given over here. Operating systems crash course will be at 11:15, and the COA will be by 1:30, and engineering mathematics will be at 3:30 p.m. Okay, and again you can use up the code which is UNLOCK20 to get in the maximum discount for your courses. You can reach out to the number 8585858585 for the further doubts if you have any. Hey Tech Expert, welcome to the live stream. So the mission is one of the batch which is for your GATE PSUs and 2025. The name for that batch is Mission. And just again for the CSE and IT, it is like also starting on 30th November. The language is going to be Hindi plus English. It's going to be a CS, and the batch is going to be batch number F. Okay. So there you start with the operating systems by at 11:15 a.m. and COE at 1:30 p.m. Okay. So the list of books for your GATE, CS and IT iconic subscriptions only. So these are all the books which you will be getting if you take the iconic subscriptions for your GATE, CS and IT, and these will be home delivered to you within 15 days. So you can just have in the hard copy of all of the books, you'll be getting that, and you can study from those books about your GATE, CS and IT. Right, so again I'm repeating, it is only for the iconic subscription people. Okay, the people who will be taking the iconic batches, it will be only for those people. So the books will be of the digital logics, operating system, programming and DSA, theory of computation, computer networks, DBMS, compiler design, computer organization architecture, discrete mathematics, algorithms, engineering mathematics, and aptitude. So you'll be getting up the books for all of these courses within into your homes within 15 days only. So nothing can stop you from choosing your GATE, CS and IT dreams. So you can just get started with a no cost EMIs at the rate 0% interest onto the loan for as low as rupees 3,599 per month. Right, so you just get the approval in the 2 hours. Okay. You get the minimal paperwork, and even you get the flexible tenures too. Right, so this is what you get over here for these as a no cost EMI. So if there is someone who cannot complete up the payment in one go, you can just take and have this EMI option, and you can do it at the flexibility of yours. So these are all the people who already cracked out GATE 2023. So congratulations to all the Unacademy learners who have cracked it, and sure you can be the one very soon among these people who have cracked out this GATE 2024, maybe with the proper learning, proper understanding, proper practice of the questions. Great. So first of all, this is what I had in for everyone over here to go ahead and to see and look up the things. So first of all, let me know everyone, how are you all doing? Just hi, something in the chat box can I have in from you people? Then I will be starting with the today's topic. Just drop me a yes or a hi or anything so that I get to know that you people are over here. Okay, Tanmoy, let's start. Yeah, sure, I'll be starting. Just allow me a minute, guys. Okay, Aditya, great to hear that, and thank you. Thanks a lot for asking. I am also doing super good. Great, guys. So for today, our topic of discussion is the graph theory. Okay. So as I told you all, whatever the searching, sorting algorithms we had in, starting from your linked list, stacks, queues, trees, heaps, everything, coming over here searching and sorting things. Now here we come to the very last topic of your GATE, DS and AI, data structures and algorithms syllabus, which is your graph theory. So under graph theory, we'll be learning about that. What is a graph theory? What is a graph date? Graph is actually a data structure. If you don't know about that, graph is actually a data structure. So you'll be learning about graph is what kind of a data structure. Okay. And then we'll be learning even more how does this graph theory works, about what things do you have in for the graph theory, what are the conditions, each and everything will be going through over here. Okay. So let's start it for today. Okay, let me take the pen. Perfect. So see, as I told you, first of all, graph is a data structure, but graph is a non-linear data structure. Okay, so graph is something which is not linear. Okay, till the time what we had seen we define arrays, linked list, kind of like we just write 1, 2, maybe 5, 9, 7, kind of this structure we define. We say it is a data structure. So you know what, these all are linear data structures because you make up the brackets, you put in the brackets, and inside that only you store up the values. That is it what we were doing till now. But when I told you about the trees also, so in the trees I introduced you to the nodes, right? I told you that this is a parent node, this is a class node, right? These are the nodes which you have to work over. So similarly, under the graphs also, you have the nodes, you have the vertices, you have the edges where you work with, right? Okay, see, if I give you an example of the data structure, see, first of all, understand this is a non-linear data structure, the very first thing. Okay, this is a non-linear data structure. Now, which has the vertices and the edges into itself. So it doesn't have anything like which we were actually able to see as in this kind of where we are storing the values and anything. No, it doesn't have anything like that. It is simply a non-linear kind of a data structure, which just have the vertices and edges. Right. So what are the vertices you are having? That are known as nodes, and edges which you are talking about, that are sometimes known as the lines, or maybe you can say arcs, whatever you wish. Okay. So now from further onwards, if I say nodes, that is referring to your this particular vertices. Okay, and if I say lines or the arcs, that is referring to the edges. I'll just very quickly draw a diagram very soon for you, and with that diagram only I'll let you know where do you understand the nodes, where are your arcs or lines or whatever you I'm just saying that out. Okay, I would just close this a minute from here, and I would just open the OneNote. Okay, just allow me a minute. Until the time, very good evening, Priya. Very good evening. Yeah, today we are going with the graph theory. Okay, today we are going with the graph theory. Just I am opening up the note, like OneNote, and then I'll let you know about this thing. Fine. Let me have the pen. Let's go with black as of now. Okay. Okay. Let's say what do I do? Let's say I make a diagram here as 1. Let's say this is 1. Okay. I am now gonna attach over here as 2, and let's say this is a 3. Okay. And then I am attaching these to the 4. This, okay, let me correct up the line like this. Okay, now I am attaching a 6 to the 2, and maybe here I am with the 3, I am attaching the 5. See, let's say this is a very simple tree kind of a structure. If you attended my tree lecture, into which we have covered about the introduction to the trees, and there we learned about what are trees data structures. So you might recognize this diagram somehow. Here what we are trying to do, here we are having some kind of a nodes, right? And those are referring to each and every other branches. So what here we have done, we've just connected those branches. Maybe you have in your younger classes, maybe if you have learned about the reasoning. So there was a reasoning जिसमें we had you had to tell what is this particular relationship in the family, right? We said that there is a child is having its mother, sister, the sister is having its own child, right? What is this relationship called? That kind of a question. So graphs is also something kind like of that particular thing, right? Into graphs, what we just do, we just try to find the relationship between the objects, between the numbers, whatever we are having, and with the help of that only we work with the things. That is what you have in the graphs. Now, I would let you know first of all what are the nodes, vertices, whatever we had, and I'll just let you know about that particular thing. So see, the very first node from where we start our whole graph, the very first position where we start our whole graph, that you say as a node. Whatever graph is actually pointing to the other graph. मतलब कि जैसे कि यहाँ पे 1 है, right? अब 1 is having its sub branches as 3 and 2. So 1 is a node. Whatever the number will be having its own sub branches, that will be a node. If I talk about this respective 3, 3 is also a node because 3 is also having a branch which is 5. If I talk about 2, so 2 is also a node for me because it is again having its sub-branch. So whatever the nodes, whatever the places, whatever the numbers have their own sub-branches, those are known as nodes. Right? Whenever you see that something is referring to some other sub-branch, when something is referring to other branch, say very blindly it is a node. Right? And whenever and wherever at whatever place you see this is the end of a graph. Now after 4 I don't have anything, right? So I will say this is a edge. Here after 6 I have nothing. I will say this is a edge. Here after 5 we don't have anything. I'll say this is a edge. So whenever we have something that divides our graph, that is dividing a graph into sub branches, we say it is a node. And whatever is the last element in my graph, जिसके आगे कोई भी subdivision नहीं है मेरे nodes का या branches का, that I say is a edge. So first of all, clear me. Am I clear with the example? What is a node and what is a edge exactly? Yeah, that right, blood relation, absolutely right. I wasn't remembering the name. Thanks for making me remember. Fine. So tell me, are we clear with the nodes and the edge? Even if I have to give them the names for edges, I will give the name as E, and for nodes, I'll give the name as V. These are the predefined names which we already have. So a graph is represented by G, capital G, E, comma, V. Okay, Aditya. Yeah, Priya, nodes and edges, right? Perfect. Okay. Now let's understand what is a vertex, what is the edge, right? As I just told you about the edges and the vertices also. So vertices, these are just where you start, and wherever you branches actually dividing the sub branches, that is known as your node or a vertex. And talking about your edges, those are the ending portions of your tree. Very simple, like, right? Okay, now that's the one thing. Now, if I talk about what are the different types of graphs which we have in, what are the different types of the graphs which we have in? So let's understand about them a little bit. I'll just move down. Okay, so the very first kind of a graph which we have in with us is undirected graph. Undirected graph. Now see, which doesn't have directions but is having the edges. Understand. Undirected graph, it is a type of a graph into which the edges have no direction. Means, as I was telling you about these edges. Right. Now these edges do not have any direction. They don't have any arrows which is indicating the direction of traversal. What happens now when I have made these graphs for you? Though when in real any graph kind of a thing will come now, so you will say that 1 is referring to 3. There will be arrows to you. Ki 3 is referring to 5. Right? 1 is referring to 2. So these kind of arrows will be there. Whenever you see there is no direction for the edges, it means that whatever edges, like I have this here 5 and I have this here as 6. Wherever you see, these do not have any directions into them. They don't have any directions. In that case, we say it is a undirected graph. Okay, we say it is an undirected graph. So example, okay, example, let's say we are having a social network graph, right? So here now, I don't know, I would say a social network graph is there into which friendships are not directional, right? Because you are friend of whom, you are friend of whom, it might be that there are some mutual friends of yours, so you don't have any kind of a direction over there, right? You went to this went to that went to, no, nothing kind of a thing. You are, let's say, one and both of you are having your different mutual connections. So that is what is an example of undirected graph. Very simple, understand this particular thing. Clear with the same, guys? What do you mean by undirected graph? That doesn't have edges. Just as that doesn't have directions in the edges. As simple as that, right? Wherever you don't see a arrow or something in the graph for the edge, say it is a undirectional graph. Undirected actually. Okay with that, everyone? Okay, Priya, next. Everyone. Next, we are having a directed graph, just the opposite of the undirected graph, where the edges are having their dimensions or the directions. That is known as your directed graph. Just the opposite of the same. Okay, nothing new you have in over here. Okay. Now, we have two important terms to remember. One is a finite graph. One more thing, most of the questions in your GATE sample paper, which already is released, most of the questions were from your trees and the graphs only. If you have gone through the question paper, you might have seen a lot of kind of these kind of structures are made in the graph into this particular question, into questions of the sample paper, right? So a lot of questions were there for you from this particular trees and from the graph. So make sure you are remembering and noting this everything very clearly. Okay? Very good evening, Sanket. Very good evening. So yeah, we were talking about the finite graphs. Now, finite graph is something ki you know what are the total number of vertices and total number of edges into your complete graph. Let's say I design a graph over here. I would just say, let's say this is A, okay, C, I have AB that is referring to C, then let's say I have over here as T, I have over as here as E, right? Let's say this is what I have in over here, this is the graph. Now, you can count how many edges and how many nodes you have in over here. Sorry, nodes, yeah, nodes and the edges. Let me know everyone now. Count total how many nodes and total how many edges you have in this graph. I already told you what are the nodes and what are the edges, right? Confirm me, total edges and the nodes. Total how many nodes, how many edges? Okay, Sanket, nodes and edges are same. Sanket, listen to me. I used to join right away. Nodes, if you talk about nodes and vertices are the same names. Okay, the another name for the vertices is a node. Okay, second is to talk about the edges. Tell me edges and nodes. Priya, 4 and 2. 4, I guess 4 you are saying are the edges and 2 you are saying as nodes, right? Okay, no issue, Sanket. Priya, nodes and edges. Priya, 3 edges, 2 nodes. Okay. You all let me know. Okay. See, yeah, Priya, you previously said wrong, but now you are absolutely right. In total, we are having 3 nodes and 2 edges. Sorry. 3 edges and 2 nodes. Okay. In total, 2 nodes and 3 edges. So you know what are the nodes? These are the nodes which are having their sub branches. This and this is my node because these are having up the sub branches, and this E, A and B. These are my edges because they don't have any other branch, right? Nodes 2, edges 3. Absolutely right, everyone. Now, this is a finite graph because here I can count that total how many nodes I have, total how many edges I have in my graph. This I can count it very easily, right? Now, when I talk about the next topic, which is my infinite graph. Now, see, in the infinite graph, what happens? I would just write the name infinite. So you should be able to count total nodes and edges into a graph, right? Because this can be one of a kind of a questions that is being asked to you in the interviews or into your paper too, right? So just try to remember that. Now talking about your infinite graph. Okay, let's see what is your infinite graph. It is something where I don't have to, I cannot count the total number of edges and the total number of vertices or the nodes. I cannot count up over there. If there is some graph which is made in the these are connected with each other, right? And they even are further subdivided like this, then again this, okay, and something like this is over there, where it is not having any end. It is not having any end. Till the time I am not able to see anything like this made up over here, I won't say it is an end, right? Yes, carbon chain, right, Adit? Absolutely right. It's infinity. True, Priya, absolutely true. So this is what we say is an infinite graph. This is an infinite graph, right? That is something which you have to remember between the finite and the infinite graph. Guys, everyone just make sure you're properly making up the notes of this particular thing, whatever I'm trying to deliver to you, because that is very, very, very important for you to remember and to even make sure that you are like remembering these things, because this can be something which can be really asked up into your interviews too. Fine. So yeah, this is something which you have to remember very, very, very clearly. Okay. Now after that, I would just let you know about some of the advantages, disadvantages, and even some of the works about this. 1 minute. Now see, graphs, where are these used? Whenever you are having something which is talking about the non-linear data structure. So absolutely that is something where you can just use up the graphs, right? That is one of the place where graphs can surely be used out. And in that, for the graphs, you just have to make sure that you are seeing how this particular thing is being worked out, how these things are being made out. So now, 1 second. Now see, if I have to write down how this graph is actually getting made, if I have to write down how this graph is exactly getting made, how will I do that? Right, now let's try to understand that a little bit. Maybe I have a graph with me. Okay, now I just have to write down how is that graph represented, and using maybe a data structure only how this can be represented. So see, into that you just have to you have to take the notes, right? You have to start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G like that, and you will be writing that over there A is something which is referring to C, right? So you will write something like that, that A is a node or maybe an edge, whatever you say, and that is referring to C. You will go with B, then you have to be in a proper alphabetical order. B is also referring to your C. Now when you talk about C, so you will say that C is something which is referring to my A also, it is referring to my B also, and it is referring to my D also. This is how you tell ki what are the different alphabets which you are having up over here, and what is referring to what other thing. If you go with D, D will say it is referring to C and E. And at last, if you go with E, it will say it is referring to D. Right? So that is the representation. If you just simply just have to write down in the format that how is that represented. This is just a simple way about the representation of the graphs. Ki how are those exactly represented. Okay? That is all the idea behind representing up of these respective things. Clear with this, everyone? Priya, A is C, B is C. Yeah, absolutely right. Like that, Priya. Yeah, you store that inside a dictionary, and inside dictionary you make up the list inside which you store that. I'll let you know afterwards. Sanket, ma'am, one doubt, ma'am, isn't the edges known as the edge nodes? Okay, no, not here in the graphs. Sanket, in the graphs we do not call that thing. If you talk about the trees, right? There might we have this edge nodes, which is the term in the trees, but not in the graphs. In the graphs, we just have two things, either the edges or the nodes. Nothing more than that, okay? And we very simply say edge is something where your this graph is finishing up, and node is something where you start, where you are having sub branches for your graph. Perfect, 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 everyone. Okay, that is done. What is graph used for? Why do we need to understand the graph theory, and what is the use of understanding this? Graph theory is something, nodes have a branch. Yes, right, Priya, nodes have a branch. See, now why is it important for us to study this out? See, because graph is something which helps you to express the flow of a control or flow of a data. Now, how are this everything correlated with each other? You are very well and very easily you can understand this from a graph, right? You can very easily understand from the graphs how are these things related with each other, which alphabet is related with which other, right? What are the nodes, what are the edges, you can very easily say that, like. But what if I just try to, if I just write in for you like this, so starting in my dictionary, if I say A is storing B and C, comma, then I say B is pointing towards A, right? Then I say C is pointing towards D and E, right? If I just try to write down something like that, it is not that easy for you to understand. Rather, I just made this graph for it, and very easily you will be able to understand what is referring to what, right? So this is what is exactly the use of the graph. It helps you to very easily, express the flow of data. It is very easily helping you to express up the flow of a data, and that is the reason graph theory is important for you to understand. Graphs are important for you to understand, and even it is important for you to learn with this particular thing, right? So yeah, that's the one of the most important reasons ki why is it particularly like important. What is the main idea behind this graph theory, and how is this even working? Now I'll just very quickly draw a kind of a graph over here, and you people will let me know how many edges and how many nodes is this particularly having. Okay. Everyone is start drawing this with between you also, and you have to let me know in total how many nodes and how many edges you have in this one. Total how many edges and total how many nodes you have for this. And this time I really want everyone to be very correct with the answer. No wrong answers allowed. Go with the nodes and the edges, total nodes. Okay, Mikesh is saying 6 nodes, 7 edges. Sanket 1 edge. Okay. Okay. Aditya is saying 3 nodes. Okay. Sanket 1 edge, 5 nodes. Sanket 1 edge, 5 nodes. Okay. Rest. Be quick in answering. I want everyone's answer this time. Then only I'm going to let you know the correct answer. What are the total number of nodes and total number of edges into this graph? How many edges and how many nodes? Be very clear while answering. Be very specific while answering. One edge, Priya, 5 nodes. Okay. Rest. Aditya 5 notes, 1 edge. Okay. Okay, Mikesh 6 notes, 7 edges. Okay. Anyone else? Take it. By the way, this is where, or this is something where you can't exactly say what is a node and what is a edge. This is that kind of a question, because the reason is I have not mentioned the arrows. I haven't mentioned the arrows. I am not sure कि this 5 is referring to 1 or 1 is referring to 5. If I say 5 and 1, so either 1 is referring to 5 or 5 is referring to 1. I don't know that particular thing. True. So if anything like that will come, so this will be a question of dilemma. Ki total how many nodes I have and total how many edges I have. Right now what you all have done, you have said that 6 is an edge because it is not having further branches, and rest of all are the nodes because these are having further branches. What if I do the arrow like this? 6 is pointing towards 4, means 6 is to the 4. Now this 6 is not an edge, it is a node because it is referring to my value which is a 4. Right? Absolutely right, Mikesh. Now this is an undirected graph. So guys, always I'm not asking every time. You just have to even listen what exactly I am presenting to you, what I am asking to you. Okay, you have to see that very clearly. If I would have given you 4 options now, if I have opted for you as an option of nodes and edges. So let's say if I have given you 5 nodes, 1 edge, someone was saying 6 nodes, 7 edges, and maybe I have given you 3 nodes, 2 edges, and if I have given you none of these. So you would have very easily, might someone has opted A and might someone has opted B, right? But you haven't seen there are no directions given. So always make sure everyone, whenever you are giving the graphs, whenever you are solving up these type of questions, try to see what kind of graph first of all it is. Is it a valid graph or not? If it is not valid a graph, you can just simply choose none of these. But if it is a valid graph, then only go ahead and see that what is the total number of values which you are having. Okay? So now I'll just put in the arrows, then you will let me know. Okay? Fine. Tell me now the total number of nodes and the total number of edges. Again, I'll say, be very clear and even tell me what is the edge. Which number you are saying are the edges and which number you are saying are the nodes. Tell me. What are the nodes? Total number of nodes, total number of edges. Okay, I missed one. So, two edges and 4 nodes. Mikesh, 6 nodes and 7 edges. Okay. Priya, 2 edges and 4 nodes. Okay. 2 edges and 4 nodes. Okay. And even try writing now which you are saying is a edge and which you are saying is a node. Let me know numbers also. Or just let me know the edges number. Don't do for nodes. Let me know which number are the edges. Hi B2 Facts. Hi. Welcome to the live session. Everyone, use your brains, guys, and let me know total edges and total nodes and which number are your edges. key 3, okay, edges 3 and 1, okay. N6, N5, N2, N4 are your nodes. 6, 5, 4, 7. Okay. 6, 4, 5, 2, right? 6, 5, 2, 4, okay. 6 and 1 are edges. 6 and 1 are edges, okay. Okay. The correct answer first was given by Priya. Okay, but when I asked the number for the edges, so Priya is wrong with one number of edge. Okay, Sanket, your answer is absolutely right. Now see Priya, you wrote 6 and 1. 1 is an edge, right? But 6 is not an edge, Priya. Okay, the reason is because 6 is referring to 4. 6 is having up a branch as 4. Right? So 6 is having up a branch which is 4. So it is not an edge. When I am pointing like this, 6 pointed towards 4, it means 6 is referring to 4. So it is a branch. Right? But 3 is not having any branches because 1 is coming from here, 1 is coming from here, in between we have 3. But 3 is not having any further edges or any further branches for this. So 3 and 1 are your edges, Priya, and rest all are your nodes. No, not 6, not 6. Okay, so 3 and 1, just 3 and 1 are your edges. Okay, absolutely right. No issue, it's completely fine. Yeah, added the 2, 6, node 6, 4, 2. Yeah, 6 is a node, 4 is a node, 5 is a node, and 2 is a node. I'll just write 6, 4, 4, 5, and 2 are your nodes. 3 and 1 are your edges. I hope everyone is ready with the exact answer. Why 3 and 1 are the edges? Why not 6 is an edge? You all are like clear with this answer, right? Why 6 is not an edge? Why 3 and 1 are the edges and not the 6? 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 6, 4. Yeah, these are the reference which you, right, Mikesh? These are reference which you are telling me. Right. Sanket, directions. Yes, absolutely. So whenever dealing with the graph questions, try to see what directions you are having into this. Without a direction, the graph is not exactly which you can solve in. Okay, you cannot very clearly go ahead with the graphs. Yes, 6 has a branch. When all arrows go away, then edges. Go away as in like this, right? If I away means like this, right? I hope you are saying that. Rest are nodes. Yeah, rest are nodes. Absolutely, yes. I would give you one more last example, last question to solve this out, okay? This time, please, no wrong answers. No wrong answers allowed this time, okay? Let me see if there is any question. No, I would make something on my own only. Okay, you have to tell me total edge and the total nodes into this. I'll just put in the arrows, okay? fine. Go ahead, everyone. Mikesh, B was the answer, no? Yeah, Priya, I was putting arrows. Everyone, go ahead and let me know the total number of notes and I'm not very sure, Mikesh B. I don't exactly remember, but 4 notes and 2 edges. Edges are 1 and 3, and rest all are your notes. Count the total number of edges and the notes. Okay, Priya, all are notes. Sanket, total 7 notes. Okay. Aditya says 1 edge also we are having. Mikesh says 7 notes, 8 edges. Okay. Shrebali Momim says note 6, edges 8. Okay. Priya ma'am, all are notes because all have branches. Okay. Aditya says 6 notes. Okay, everyone specify your answers. Whosoever is having 6 notes or saying 8 edges, let me know which are the notes, which are the edges. Aditya and everyone, whosoever is saying that we have 1 edge also, let me know what is that edge. Tell me with the answers what is the edge which you people are saying over here, what are the notes which you are referring to. Give me the specific answers, guys. No edge. Okay, Aditya, no issues. Rest. What are your points over this? Edges do you have? Do you have edge? Notes? What do you have in? I was thinking 3 is edge, but not. Okay, 3. Okay. Okay, fine. Right. So, yeah, you all are right, guys. This time we do not have any edges. Okay, 0 edges and all 7 are the notes. Everyone was right. Sanket, Aditya, Priya. Okay, Shreyas says notes are 1, 2, 3, 7. 3 edges. Okay, Shreyas, no edge we are having this time, Shreyas, in our complete tree, right? Because the reason is everyone is having their own branches. See, 4 is redirecting to 1, means 4 is a branch. Okay? 7 is redirecting to 1, means 7 is also a branch. 1 is branching towards 2. 2 is branching towards 3. 5 is branching to 2, right? 6 is branching to 5. 3 is again branching to 6 and 3 is again branching to 4. So everyone has their own branches, and whenever we say we have a branch, that is not an edge. Whatever has a branch, that is not an edge. Whenever there is no edge, that is whenever we don't have any branches, that is known as an edge. Otherwise, no edges. Okay. Clear with that, Shreyas? Clear with that, Mikesh? Clear, guys? Okay, Priya. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 are notes. Priya, pretty fine. Okay. Perfect. So, guys, even I am planning for a crash course of DSA on Friday, right? So, as we did a crash course of Python on Monday, we are having a crash course complete of DSA on Friday. Again, time will be 7 p.m. in the evening. So, you will get notified about that same also. So, everyone, you can just book in your calendars, book in your reminders for the complete crash course on DSA. We'll be starting with the linked list, arrays, trees, heaps, queues, stacks, everything will be covering. Then we'll be moving on to your searching, like linear search, binary search, then moving to the sorting, bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, Then we will be even seeing up the traversal algorithms also, BFs and DFs over there, and then we'll be ending the whole crash course. Okay, so that is what we have up over here. Moment, notice when you have sub branches for this. See, 1 is actually a node. The reason is because it is having a branch, that is 2. Right? 7 is a node because it is having a branch which is 1. 4 is a node because it is having a branch which is again 1. So whenever something has a branches, those are known as your nodes. Okay? Okay, sure, Priya. Waiting to see you all over the same. Mikesh, one edges are 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 1, 7, 1, 5, 2, 6, 5, 6. Am I right? 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 3. Absolutely right, Moin. This time you have 7 nodes, right? Absolutely right. 1, 2, 2, 3, then 3 to 4, 4 to 1, 4 to 1, 7 to 1, 5 to 2, 7 to 1, 5 to 2, 6 to 5, 2 to 6, 6 to 5, 3 to 6. Absolutely right, Mikesh. Absolutely right. 0 edge, right, Moment? And Mikesh, absolutely right. Fine, guys. So we'll be having the crash course on this Friday, upcoming Friday at 7 in the evening. So I request everyone to bookmark up your calendars and do join that crash course, guys. We'll be having a lot of programs. We'll be doing a lot of practical exactly over the same. So waiting to see you all in that crash course. Okay. Yeah. Hey Vidan, but I guess you're a little late. The class is over for today. Okay. I am seeing. I will see you tomorrow now. Yes, both of you are right. Yeah, Mikesh, you also wrote the correct thing, and yeah, Momim, you also wrote the correct thing. So that's the reason I'm saying right to both. Okay, fine, guys. So I guess this is all from my end for today. Hey Nitin, welcome to the live session, but you are a little late. We ended up the live class. Okay, live class starts from 7 p.m. guys. Okay, so from tomorrow, make sure you join up the time on correctly, which is 7 p.m. Okay, to come at 7 p.m. Okay, Aditya, who decided Python's logo? Now, Aditya, again, I have to go in 1980s and let me ask out Guruv and Rosen who decided Python's logo. Okay, maybe he only decided of the Python logo, but not very sure. Okay, thank you everyone. It was great having you all over here. Yeah, Sanket, please ask your doubt. Be a little quick, but please ask your doubt. Okay, Mummy, you are very interested in data science, right? DSS, data science. So yeah, data science is exactly one of the very good field. It's my favorite too. That's why I'm teaching, and it is having a lot of scope too in the further as well. I'm working on Java technology. Okay, from Java you're learning. Nice, very nice. I doubt your teaching, ma'am. No, Mikesh, I was saying that Momim said that there are 7 nodes and 0 edges. That is also right. And Mikesh, whatever you wrote now, that 7 is referring to 1, 1 is referring to 2, 5 referring to 2, that I said that that is also right. So these are the two methods, different methods. You told me differently about the same key, which is referring to what, and he told me in total that there are 7 nodes. So yeah, that only I was saying about the same. Second, I'm not clear about the edge. It is showing connection between nodes. Edge. Yeah, see, listen, Sanket. If there is something, right, if I just draw something like this, and if I point that it is pointing towards this is a node, because it is this is an edge. Now the reason for this is edge, because the reason is key, it is not having any branches of it. If, okay, I would again explain you with an example. If I write A and if I write B, if I put the arrow like this, so it means that A is referring to B, means A is pointing towards B. This means that. And if I put the arrow like this, so it means that B is pointing towards A, right? So when I say A is pointing towards B, in that case A will be my node, because B is a branch of A. When I say B is pointing towards A, in that case I would say key B is a node because B is having a branch as A, right? So this way you have to remember, this way you have to see about the things. Okay. Mikesh, in total 7 nodes, 0 edges. Again remember, 7 nodes, 0 edges. Okay, because every of the node is having its own branch over here. Okay Mikesh, every of these are having their different branches, so that is 7 nodes, 0 edge. Yes, A to B will be the edge, and in A to B this A will be the edge because it is referring to B. Okay, this A will be the edge because A is referring to B. Okay. Clear now, Mikesh? Clear? Sanket, clear? Yeah, right, it will be. See, I'll just check with the team. If it is scheduled, it will be shown onto the platform only. Once the things are scheduled, it will be shown. Otherwise, it will not be shown over there if the class is not scheduled. Okay, that's the manner. I also don't know from previously it is done or not. So okay. Okay, Harshit. Okay, Sanket. Okay, Mikesh. I'm glad that you both are now clear with the things. Guys, don't fight over here. Okay, don't fight. Okay, Bao, ma'am, I can understand basic concept, but see, Bao, I would say to you, ki try to see and try to just first of all try to build up the logic. Okay, you can just join in my crash course which I have on Friday. Okay, join that crash course, I would say to you, and there I'll help you out with even ki how, if you have something into your mind, how you can code that also. Okay, just join in that particular class. I'll let you know there only. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for attending this class. It was great having you all here, and yeah, it was really a nice class today. Thank you for being that interactive. If you want to buy the DSAI course for your GATE 2024 preparations, you can go to the description. You will be getting a link where you can apply my code, which is SHA10. So the real price for the course is 16,999, but right now it is getting on an offer of 7,999, just the half of that particular amount. So at 50% off, so just join in that courses, and there will be getting a lot of features about in-class polling, handouts, raise a hand, asking your doubts in live classes, mentorship, everything you'll be getting the best over there. So if anyone wants to enroll, you can surely enroll that course. Link is the same in the description box. Okay, Sean, Nitin, sure. Great to have you. Okay, Mr. Anand, hi. Welcome to the live session, but today it is ended. From tomorrow, just please join at 7 p.m. The timing for the classes are 7 p.m. Okay? Yeah, sure, Priya. Sure. Okay, absolutely, Priya. Sure, you can just check out the description. You'll be getting a special link over there with the code applied, so that you don't have to pay the complete amount. You can just pay up to 50% onto that particular amount. Okay? Okay, guys, I don't think so it will end like this only. So thank you for joining in the class. Thank you guys for having me over here. It was great to have you all. See you tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. onto the YouTube live. And at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. or 8:30, I always do the live. I do the special classes onto the Unacademy app. So people can follow me on the Unacademy app also. And once the class is scheduled, you'll be getting notified about the same. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for joining in over here. Most welcome guys. Most welcome. Bye-bye and take care everyone. Have a great evening all of you. Have a great evening guys. Take care everyone and see you all tomorrow again. Waiting to see you all again tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care guys.